before I even got into photography, I was in Dubai for like 2.5 years.
Okay.
When I came back, I was jobless. I actually came back very, very bad situation. Dubai was not the dream.
It's black and white.
I might know you a little bit here, but some people probably see you and recognize you.
Yeah.
I know you have so many clients. Too much work.
I make those stats.
Yeah. So for those who don't know you, please introduce yourselves to the people.
Okay. For those who know me, I'm the black boy. Yeah. But they call me Jones Mollem, Jones Bright are my full names, and I hail from Bali / Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad is Bali, my mom is Cameroon. So Mollem, my Bali name is Dobgima, but I don't have in Cameroon though. There are a lot of people call me Kerbu. Yeah, a lot of people who know me from that side. They call me Kerbu, but Bali they call me Dobgima, or just Dob for short.
Right.
Well, my friends call me Jay.
Okay.
Jay, yeah. So, like you said, you know me as Studio One. Like I don't mind that. I am okay with everybody calling me just Studio. Hey, Studio One, what's up? I like that. So
I've ever been even wondering how did Studio One come about? Because like for me, my company is Chapnik Pictures. Chapnik is my name, so
yeah.
I don't know where did Studio One come from.
Chapnik is your name?
Yeah.
I never knew that. You just took your name and put it straight to that.
That's very easy.
Well, Studio One, well, I'd say I used to work with somebody before, like KK Expressions. He's also a very good photographer. I started with him. At some point, I decided to start Studio One. So I was like, okay, what kind of challenge do I want to give myself? You know, like, I want something that would make me want to achieve. You get, like, I want to be on top, like, I want to go that far.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, put something that has a 1 in it. 1 is the first. I don't like people say 0 is like the first number, but I felt like one would relate with a lot of people. So I was like, okay, yeah, you can do a studio and then put a 1 by it. I was like, yeah. But if you look at the way I spelled Studio One, it's actually STEW.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Stew.
Yeah, stew. So we stew the pictures. You get.
Stew the pictures.
Yeah. Wow. So I was like, yeah, I need to like spice it up. Yeah, it's about pictures. Let's add a little taste to it. When you call stew, when you see the stew, you feel like you can taste it in your mouth. You get. Yeah. So I came up with that. I just said, okay, stew, and then I added the DO1.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
It became Studio One.
Yeah. Earlier you said you worked with KK Expression. I think I've heard him. Hopefully I tried to get him also on the podcast. I think he's also somebody who is doing a lot of good work.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just jump in right here to say, if you are receiving any value from this video, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video so that it is going to be recommended to a lot more people. Now let's get back into the conversation. But how did you get into photography really?
Actually, before I even got into photography, I was in Dubai for like 2.5 years.
Okay.
When I came back, I was jobless. I actually came back very, very bad situation. Dubai was not the dream. Yeah, so I had to come back. And when I came back, I was like back to zero, and everybody was just so far ahead. So KK was doing photography in Nigeria before that. He was working for one very big company. I think it's Studio 24 in Nigeria. Yeah. So when he came back now, we had this idea that, guy, instead of going back, since you are this good and people already know you this well in Nigeria, and this photography thing is not something, this professional level photography is not something that is very, common in Cameroon like that. At that time it was just like Pinjo Baba, Kelly B, the OGs. But when KK came, I was like, okay, let's. What about you just start something? Let's see how it goes. Maybe we just start something fresh. So he bought the idea and we decided to start. We started KK Expressions at that time together. So at that time, I didn't know anything, but he knew everything. But the guy was so open. He decided to teach me 1 or 2 things. I started with videos, though. Video was my thing. I was because all through my life, I always wanted to be a director. When they asked me, what do you want to be? I want to be a director. I was good in UB, and I did performing arts. But at the time, there was a situation where the performing arts department was not very established yet. So they told us that we had to move. We have to switch to modern letters, English language and stuff. So we had to switch, and then I did performing arts as a minor at that time. Yeah, so I always wanted to do directing full time. Yeah, so I came to finally get into photo. I got into photography at that time when KK was around. I decided to start the photography thing, and he started giving me some deets on how to shoot a video. It was just auto everything. Just set this thing to auto and just take it, get your lighting to be clear, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it all started. Before we go to wherever we are today.
Yeah. So is it fast forward? How many years have you been doing this for already?
I started with KK in, I think that was like 2017. Yes, I did videography for like 2 years.
So if I make the maths, that is more than 10 years now.
2017 to 2024. That's like, is it 10? It's like 7 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years. Yes.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, but your one started 2019 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So fast forward to now, you have learned a lot.
Yeah, of course,
and you have
of course.
probably how many weddings? In fact, when would you call yourself really like a wedding photographer? Because since you wanted to do directing, or what has happened with the directing now? Because we see less of directing now, we see more of wedding photography and photography in general. So
actually, when you look at it, I don't want to just, put myself in a box like you're just a wedding photographer. Yeah, because then when everybody asks, okay, I'm a wedding photographer, that means you cannot do anything apart from wedding photography. Is that what you're saying? But because I know when I look at it, I feel like I do more of like photo shoot sessions than I do weddings actually in a year. Yeah, so yeah, but you can still box me in that. Wedding photography is okay, I don't mind, but I don't like to think of myself as just a wedding photographer. I think of myself as just a photographer.
I actually even think that many people think that sometimes that putting yourself as wedding photographer is kind of look within photographers. They kind of look at wedding photography as the low thing, right? But if you have to be a good wedding photographer, you have to be good in portraits.
Yes.
You have to even do some landscape because you take people in landscape.
Exactly.
You have to be good at events in general.
Yeah.
And then you have to pose. People have to be good in portraits and photo shoots and everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I think it's even kind of like the whole package deal, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get exactly what you mean. Actually, wedding photography is like one of the most difficult photographies to do. I can tell you that as a wedding photographer. It's one of the most, because if it comes to like studio sessions, you can just set up a lighting and then give a camera to one of your guys to just shoot.
Yeah.
Then the lighting is okay. But wedding photography is a continuous event. It's something that is moving. You have to switch camera settings. You have to switch your lighting to fit every environment that you're in.
Yeah.
Posing too comes into play. Framing is something that you're shooting and you're going. So framing is very important. You can mess up the framing if you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what to capture. You have to know when to be there, how to be there, why you're supposed to be there, and all of that. So if you're not that smart, you cannot do wedding photography.
Right. If you're a bride or a groom preparing your wedding and still looking for a team of professional photographers and videographers to cover your special day, I would like to encourage you to give us a call and let us have a chat. The Chapnik Pictures team here has over a decade of experience capturing from very intimate weddings to large and very chaotic ones. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can contact us on WhatsApp so we can have a chat, see if we are a good fit for each other. Thank you for watching this clip from Your Perfect Wedding Podcast. Click here to watch another clip or click here to watch the full video.